Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bold and the Beautiful has Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Buddig, really wanting to be together, but they are coming across obstacles at every turn. Right now, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, just read Taylor Hayes' The Riot Act, and now she's having second thoughts. But she and Deacon Sharp are going to be back on very soon despite this little hiccup. And from there, we know that Sheila Carter, Kimberlin Brown, is going to find out that Deacon has fallen in love with Taylor and that Deacon wants to divorce Sheila so he can be with Taylor. When that happens, I think Sheila's first instinct will be to go ballistic. Alright, so right now, it looks like Ridge has Taylor convinced she cannot be with Deacon because if she is, Sheila will target not only Taylor, but also Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and the kids. I mean, really, anybody close to Taylor will be at risk. But I don't think Ridge's ultimatum is going to stop Taylor for good. I do think Deacon and Taylor are going to fight for their love. Recently, we saw Deacon and Taylor profess their love to each other, and they decided they wanted to be together despite the danger from Sheila. Taylor specifically said she's not afraid of Sheila and that she won't live in fear because Deacon is the man for her. Taylor even told Steffi about her feelings for Deacon, and that is of course when Steffi threw that ultimatum at her mom and threatened to kick Taylor out of her and her kids' lives. But that barely slowed Taylor up, let's be real. Now, Ridge is relentlessly nagging Taylor Hayes, and it looks like Ridge got to her. But I think Taylor is going to backtrack the moment she sees Deacon Sharp and he kisses her and takes her in his arms and says, "We'll figure it out." As many times as Ridge has let Taylor down, I don't think she's going to pass up this shot at a forever kind of love and commitment. And we do know from a recent interview with Kimberlin Brown that Sheila is definitely going to find out, and then there will be hell to pay for Deacon, for Taylor, and maybe some others. I think Deacon and Taylor are going to decide that they will face the consequences head-on together. That way, if nothing else, then they still have each other. I'm pretty sure Sheila Carter is going to find out about them towards the end of February sweeps, which wraps up on February 25th, by the way. So, I want to talk about the epic fallout that Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes are going to face when Sheila Carter finds out that Taylor stole her man. The first thing I can see is Sheila making a huge scene at Il Giardino that would embarrass her husband. Since Deacon and Sheila are married, and I don't recall her signing a prenup, she may hit Deacon's right where it hurts, in the assets. Deacon is planning to relaunch Bikini Bar, and Dollar Bill is going to invest in him, expanding the business. Instead of going at Deacon with a gun, maybe Sheila just takes half of Il Giardino, and once she finds out about Bikini Bar, which Deacon is keeping a secret right now, Sheila may snatch half of that too. I mean, that's the way most Los Angeles divorces work. The guy cheats, and then the wife hits him in the wallet, takes half his cash, his homes, the cars, and then goes and gets a facelift and gets her groove back. I mean, of all the outcomes, Taylor and Deacon should actually prefer consequences that are strictly financial in nature. That would be getting off really cheap rather than Sheila trying to hurt them. Another set of consequences we could see are for Taylor. It is absolutely unethical to date your patient, as Ridge Forrester was just about. But Deacon was quick to tell Ridge, "Oh, I'm no longer her patient." Here's the thing. I'm sure Taylor knows this, but I'll tell you guys, because I did a little research. As a psychiatrist, it is unethical to ever date a former patient. If she was just a therapist, like with a master's degree or a PhD, that would be one thing. Because she's an MD doctor, which Taylor is, then Deacon is technically permanently off limits to Taylor, or she could lose her license on Bold and the Beautiful. Sheila could destroy Taylor's professional reputation for sleeping with a patient, probably get her fired. I can even see Lee Finnegan helping Sheila do this, because Lee hates cheaters, since she was married to Jack Finnegan, who, ironically cheated with Sheila. Plus, Lee is a doctor, so I'm sure she dislikes when other doctors do unethical things. Even though Lee is the queen of unethical out-of-hospital resurrections, she might feel like it's her duty to report Taylor. The third fallout scenario could be really bad. Steffi Forrester may follow through on her ultimatum and kick Taylor out of her life, and she may block her mom from seeing the grandkids, which would also be ironic since Steffi has barred Sheila from Finn and their kids' lives. Now that would be basically putting Taylor in the same category as Sheila, so that would definitely sting. And of course, Ridge Forrester is siding 100% with Steffi, and he approves of the ultimatum. But Taylor may decide that Steffi will calm down eventually and get over it if Sheila will accept the divorce and move on, and doesn't go nuts. A fourth possible outcome is that Deacon Sharp and Hope Logan go to work on Sheila Carter and try to stop her from going nuts. Deke has made it very clear he doesn't want Deacon with Sheila and will never accept his dad being with her. Deke told her again this week, and that's when Sheila cracked the joke about killing him if he got between her and Deacon, and Deke didn't find it funny. Her stepson didn't like that at all. I do think he and Hope Logan would confront Sheila and tell her, "You better not hurt our dad. Just accept the divorce, let Deacon move on peacefully." Because if Sheila hurts Deacon, I'm sure that Deke and Hope would make sure that she is arrested and prosecuted. Deacon's kids might remind Sheila that she's always saying she's changed, and now is when she can prove it. Plus, Hope and Deke might mention that if Sheila physically hurts Taylor Hayes or Deacon Sharp, she'll spend the rest of her life in prison. They might try and reason with her and get Sheila just to move on with dignity. All right, fifth and final, let's talk about the absolute worst-case scenario, the worst fallout, the one that Steffi is really scared of. And that could be that Sheila finds out that Deacon has fallen in love with Taylor, and Sheila flips back to her old psycho self and turns violent. Sheila could come gunning for Taylor, and Deacon tries to stop her, gets in the way, and it could be a replay of the whole Steffi-Finn situation. We could see Sheila aiming a gun at Taylor, and Deacon jumps in the way and takes a bullet, and then Sheila goes ahead and shoots Taylor also, like she did Steffi, remember? Then she runs off and leaves Deacon and Taylor to bleed out like she did Steffi and Finn. It would be an absolute repeat of the past. And Brad Bell loves to repeat plots. In the end, I expect Sheila won't get away with killing them. They will survive, but she may try. If she does, I think Taylor and Deacon would survive, but Sheila's rage and heartbreak are going to be terrifying to reckon with. Let's just hope for the outcome that's not that worst-case scenario. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.